When I looked at it from the outside, a couple sets of the softer tires, I thought you save them for the end. There's different strategies that came into mind here.
Yeah, definitely. Only having 2 of the reds and 6 of the yellow tires, we had to determine when we wanted to use them throughout the race. And I think one thing was whether you wanted one for that late yellow or if you wanted to use them up in case there wasn't a late yellow. And that's kind of the approach we took.
Yeah, let's take a look at your day a little bit deeper here. Started deeper in the pack. Stage 1 kind of hung back there. Actually ended up going a lap down at one point, fought your way back, put yourself in position.
Yeah, honestly, we thought we were going to start a little better than 28th and go forward from 28th, but we went backwards. We got lapped. Very lucky we were able to get the lucky dog. That was a huge part of what was able to make the rest of this day for us. My plan kind of the whole time was to use the reds right here. I wanted to be like the 99 car, and my plan was to come in and use the tires early to try to get track position. I almost did it in the first stage, but I was afraid it was going to be too long to do it. As you can see, we did it in the second stage. We just had a lot farther way to go because we had to start behind everybody.
This run right here, this graph isn't as impressive as it is to me because it's not the 22 positions that you passed. It's all the lap. You started tail end.
Yeah.
And really drove through all the lap cars, everybody to get yourself all the way up to what, 6th place?
Yeah, I joked about it watching it live. It almost looked like a video game on easy mode. I mean, it is crazy how we are just making passes every corner.
Well, we've got that video. Let's play it on easy mode.
Yeah, right here. I mean, every corner like that, he's able to just get the run off the bottom, drive underneath guys. Every part of the racetrack was better. It wasn't a huge balance swing for us as much as he could just go faster doing everything the same.
We'll speed this up and take a look at it, but I really felt like the first couple laps here, you got through a lot of cars, 2 at a time. When you start making those moves on 2 wide cars, you're getting 2 spots every time you go by it.
Yeah, that was the other reason I wanted to do it on a restart, just to make sure we could maximize the amount of time, because we knew the tires were only going to be good for so long. How long it was going to be good for was an unknown after practice. We thought it would cross over after 20. They lasted a lot longer in reality.
Well, you look at it, and really, that's a great point, because if you put them on a green flag cycle, the next position ahead of you is going to be a second ahead of you. It's not that you've got 4 cars just stacked up bumper to bumper in front of you.
Yep, we'll see multiple times throughout this, but there's an opportunity to almost be a second faster than the guys you're around on these tires. And when you can do that when you're only 3 seconds behind the leader, that's a huge advantage versus being 30 seconds behind.
You took those tires, got track position, you maintained it the rest of the day. Daniel Suarez likewise. I think he was 15th, 16th on the restart, drove his way to the lead, and then hung there for the day.
We did that, and we ran up into the top 10. And then we stayed on the strategy of everybody else. And when we got to stage 3 right here, half the field did what we did in stage 2. A lot of people put on the reds right here, and we did the same. We used our last set, banking on a long green flag run to the end, as we had seen all race. The 99 does the flip side. The 99 comes in here, and he puts on yellows right here. And this is where the little yellow ticker helps. He puts his yellows on there, and he goes backwards fast.
He did, and it was painful to watch. But the piece I really like is that they stuck to their plan. Because when you looked at it, we saw, and that's what this right here, where he gets the spots back, that's where the field pits. That's the first short pit, 50 laps into the segment. They go a little deeper than that, maybe 5-10 laps deeper. But this here, again, this is the second cycle of pitting. That second cycle happened about 70 laps to go, and really 70 laps on a red tire wasn't going to make it.
That was one of the reasons to start on the reds and end on the primes is most times, historically, guys short pit here because the tires fall off so much. And so I felt the field was going to make this pit stop here, and a couple guys made this work. They went out here, took their reds, and you see that quick progression uphill again, just like the first time you put reds on.
I'm sitting in the booth, and I looked at the progression that the 99 had being this way. I thought they were going to make it to 3rd, maybe to 2nd. They ended up, I think by the time the caution came out, they were 5th or 6th. It was impressive to watch what the tires could do.
Yeah, and that caution really changed the game for those of us who had used all the reds at that point. Us and the 99 had used both of them up to that point.